Hello, everybody. This is James, and this is my Rocket Man Powers playlist. I'm picking it up where I left off last time. It's 11:30 roughly here. You see my clock, p.m. And I'm gonna try to get this in. The TV's blaring and kind of down the hall, so maybe it's not a bad time. Anyway, where we left off last time, I was showing you my mustard. Remember this? Anybody watch my last video? I used this because it's has vinegar in it. I was thinking that maybe it would help de-rust, get rust off of my guitar case, among other places. So I kind of left off. I was putting it on, kind of just fingering it on here last time. I wish I would have taken a video of it beforehand so you knew what it looked like before. But anyway, this is the way it came out. I actually coated all of my hinges, or all of my latches and all of my hinges, and I let it sit for about 24 hours. About the same time the next day, I came back around and I used my, this is like hand soap. It's kind of diluted with water, and I just, I didn't really spray it on this, but I sprayed it on a rag, and then I wiped it off with the rag. And then 24 hours after that, then I went through this with a Q-tip, and I put oil on all of these. I'm probably getting oil on my fingers. I used two-stroke motor oil because that's what I had. And so on. This is how this one came out, and so on. And the guitar is not in here right now, and one of the problems with the guitar is that when it's in here, I can't close this. It goes about like that, closed, and that's about it. You'll see, or maybe you've already seen, and so on. So anyway, that's the way this one came out. And this was the really rusty one here. And it's still dark. You kind of see it. It pepped up a little bit. It's always kind of had the, this is a little bit better, I think. There was kind of some brass showing through even before I did that. But maybe it's coming along. And I put some on kind of the rivets that are on the outside. I noticed some rivets on the inside that I didn't even kind of know were there when I was doing it. But I did the hinges. Hinges are over here. That's how they came out. So I don't know where I'm going with it. I may kind of do it again. I may just sort of kind of leave it for a while. Use it. I don't know. Here's the guitar, the Aria. And I told you it was a 72. And right after I finished the video, I remembered it's actually a 73. After researching online, I think I've come to understand that this first series of numbers would indicate the year. So the 073 is a year, and then it kind of goes on. 09 is something else. Maybe it could even be the month, like September 73 or something like that. But anyway, looking to kind of maybe spend some money on this and buy some things I need. This is kind of going to have to build up, and I've kind of like come up with an approach. It's almost like model railroading, where I've got to like kind of put in the tracks, if you will. Where'd my finger go? There's my finger. So I have to kind of build up the white across here, almost like I'm putting in a railroad track. There's actually two layers of this. Because this is the thickness of the white, and then there's actually two. So I put in one strip of white, and then I put another strip of white over the top of it if I have the same thickness. And then I put the black plastic thicker one in there, and have to kind of fit it in. So it's really not too far on this one. It's the back side that maybe it's easier because I don't have that white to deal with, but it goes all the way from there to there. I think somebody tried to get into it. They wanted to take the cover off or take the back off to get inside to do some work on it, and they just found that it was too hard and kind of glued. The seams are just too good, so they gave up on it. There's a crack here, but I think I can fix that. And I think even if I don't, just from what I've learned, like Willie Nelson's guitar, plays with kind of a crack hole in it and all that kind of stuff. So, it might be all right, even as is. Anyway, it's missing like a brace down here too, but I don't think it's going to cause any major problems. There's no sign of that, curving. The bridge seems to be on really good and so forth. Here's another thing I'm working on here is like, it's delaminated right here. I think I may end up using white glue, either white glue or like thin CA glue. I haven't quite decided yet. It's kind of pros and cons of both, or get Titebond hot glue. I don't know. I'm shopping StewMac and trying to decide what to do there, but it's not too bad. It's a little bit here, so like CA glue in here would probably be good, and so on. Somebody advised to be careful because it could interfere with the torque rod in there, and so on. I'm having to shop for tuners because it's missing kind of two. These four are fine, but these, for the most part, they all work. One has a dent in them, but these two are basically needing replacement. So I may be buying some of those. Anyway, enough on that. Reading this book on dancing. This video is mainly on dance, and I checked this out from the library, and I kind of read it quite a bit. I was really digging into it when I first got it, and then it just kind of sat for a while. I've been busy with Christmas shopping and stuff like that, but I'm kind of, just before I started this video, I was kind of like thumbing through the structural anatomy because I've got kind of a back problem that's just comes up when I've like been sitting in a bad chair for a long time or something like that, and I'm trying to figure out what kind of exercises I can do to maybe sort of get my back in better shape and so on. It's still going, okay. I lost my, good. No, sort of good. I was going to show you last time, this is from a book that I have to get in there. And I'll show you kind of what I was going to show you last time on that. Oh, yeah, good. It's right up here. So I click on this. This is what the cover of the book looks like. It's Arthur Murray's Dance. I think I told you the year wrong on it. I think I was saying it was like 43 and it's 53 or something like that, 1953. But I don't really remember unless it says right here. I'll have to kind of look that up. This is just a couple of pages from the book. It's not a real thick book. It's kind of a pamphlet, but it does have maybe about 20 to 50 pages or something like that. This was the one, I think this is the same one that's on my desktop. But this is kind of your basic dance step for just about everything in the foxtrot. Despite the fact that it seems like waltz is more common, but basically it's left foot first, so here, and then your right foot goes to here, and then your left goes to there, and then you could kind of reverse it the other way. They mentioned to practice alone for 30 minutes singing as you dance, and I do that almost every morning, and maybe as many as like three or four times a day I'd be practicing that, where I kind of go around my room, and it's what is it? Left, right, left. That's kind of the maneuver there. And then it's right, left, left, and so on. It's a tough camera angle there, but left, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. And anyway, to music, I've been practicing it to "You Are My Sunshine." I start left, and it's like, "You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away." So that's that. And I was going to go over this list here on dance, showcasing kind of tips that I've got from either books or from watching videos. The leader, the guy's position, usually the guy is like showcasing the gal, and so on. You know, like when you do an underarm turn, you're sort of like putting her on display, not you, and that kind of thing. I like that idea. Leading, timing. I talked about this, signals. Well, one thing that I'm working on involving timing is somebody gave me the advice that, like, when you dip a lady, kind of do it for like no less than about 4 seconds, because that way, like at a wedding dance, it's like the photographers want to photograph that, and if you do it just for half a second, they won't get the shot. So it's like, you go into the dip position, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you get out of the dip position. So I've been working on how does that affect timing. Like if you're doing "You Are My Sunshine, my only sunshine, you make me happy." I usually do that on Love, I think it is. Please don't take my sunshine away, whatever. But when you get to the point and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back, how does that affect your timing? And it's kind of tricky, but I guess it just kind of works out. Making sure she's having a good time. Oh yeah, somebody pointed that out, and it really makes good sense that, I've come to realize that you could really kind of get a gal dizzy if you just keep doing like one underarm turn after another. On signals, the signal for that is like you put your right arm down, and it sort of signals to her that you're gonna raise your left arm up, and then she's gonna spin underneath of it, and so on. So she does a revolution, you don't, and so her smile could easily kind of go to a frown if you do that, once, and then you do it twice, and then you do it 3 times, and so on. And she's getting all dizzy, and you're just kind of standing there. So anyway, I haven't had that problem in the past because I'm not really at that level. I've just been kind of, I think, what they call high school dancing, where you just have your feet kind of like on the floor, and you're just kind of swaying your body around a little bit, and not too much more than that. So I'm working on this and trying to kind of figure out what not to do. Another signal is I've come to realize that if it's like very loud with music, which is common, and you want to ask a chick to dance, right in the dance venue, there is you stick your hand, I think it's palm up, and if she sticks her hand palm down in yours, that's sort of acceptance, and if she doesn't, then go fish kind of thing. I'll have to try that sometime. Lifts, I've been really studying those, watching videos and so on, and I don't know what to say on those. I've been doing knee bends, 25 of them, it's at night. I do like push-ups, sit-ups, and then knee bends, among sort of some other karate maneuvers or exercises at night, just before I take a shower, basically, and go to bed kind of thing. Locations, it's kind of a ghost town where I live here. The last dance I really went to was last summer, was over by the Franklin Park Zoo. They had a concert with the dance and sort of a dance floor almost like a bouncy house, but it wasn't really a bouncy house. It wasn't a bouncy house. It was just a kind of a little cubicle with, dance floor in it. And anyway, I got to do that, and so on. But anyway, I'm kind of looking for my next position, and I'm really just doing this. I'm learning music, almost maybe kind of heading for doing that professionally, and I don't really have professional interests in dance unless it's accompanying my music, where I'm really singing but dancing too. So I'm really an amateur and trying to keep amateur status. Anyway, that's it. Hope you like it. Please subscribe and like and tell all your friends and all that kind of thing. Have a good day. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. It's just days from Christmas. So long. Have a good one.